different style of video today, going back to my roots of working on cars. So I have a friend's car here with me, maintenance required light. It is a 2017 RX350. As you can tell, maintenance required. So gonna tackle the typical maintenance items: engine oil change, engine air filter, cabin air filter. So kicking things off with the cabin air filter, located behind the glove box. Empty the glove box, just so that there's not too much added weight. On the right side of the glove box, you'll see a little swing arm. Just firmly grab it, and it'll pop right out. Next step, on both sides of the glove box, you can kind of pinch it in, and the entire glove box swings down, just like so. And to gain access to the cabin air filter, 2 little tabs on the bottom, pull, cover comes right out. And to open the cabin air filter, it is 2 tabs on each side. You squeeze them to remove the cover, just like so. Tabs on the left and the right. Now the filter just pulls right out. Pay attention to the airflow. Here it says up. Just like that. Slides right in. Back in place. The last piece of the puzzle. So now that we're done with the cabin air filter, gonna move on to the engine air filter. So let me get the hood opened and we'll go from there. Now that we're in the engine bay, I always like to give it a wipe down before I open the airbox lid. Easy as 1, 2, and then lifting it out since it's hooked in right here. And then pulling out the old filter. So while I'm in here, notice the battery terminal. There's a lot of corrosion, which could lead to a lot of issues down the line. So now that we're done with the engine air filter, a little side quest, cleaning up the battery terminals. Gonna just perform a visual inspection and then jump into the engine oil. All right, underneath the car. Engine oil filter and the drain bolt. So gonna start things off with the engine oil filter, and then I'll move on to the oil pan. Toss the old filter, remove the old O-ring. New O-ring installed. New O-ring. Forgot to film refilling the engine oil. I was busy, or I got sidetracked disposing the old engine oil. So the capacity is 5.7 quarts. I added 5 and a splash for now. I don't know if you guys can tell, currently a little bit higher than in between the 2 dotted lines. Gonna give it a minute or 2 to see where the oil level settles, and then I'll top up from there. So with that, engine oil, cabin air filter, engine air filter is done. Final thing to do is to reset the service lights. So with the ignition on, you'll go to the main menu, or well, you will default onto the main menu, and you'll control it with the keypad here, or the directional pad. So you'll go back, you want to go left, and then you want to go down to vehicle settings, down to scheduled maintenance and oil maintenance. Each menu, once you enter, will ask you to reset. You will reset whichever is required on your end. In my particular case, both had to be reset. So yeah, service is done just like that.